just got back from the lumber distributor and I picked up a bunch of rough cut cedar to do the girls' room and trim in all the porch. So if my math is correct, this should be enough to handle it all. First thing I'm going to do is I have some scrap in the shop and I'm going to do a test cut for a bevel on these guys. I think 1 inch will be fine. I don't think I need to trim it down at all. It's a super beautiful day though. It's about 50 degrees right now. I will take it. So first off, I'm going to make some test cuts on this piece of scrap I have. I'm first going to rip it down to 4 inches tall just to get a good idea. And then I'm going to do one where it's just flat. And then I'm going to do one where it's got a full 45-degree bevel. And then my next thought is to kind of do just a corner knockoff bevel. So it's kind of got a little bit here, a little bit of a shelf on top. See how that goes. Just trying to keep it super simple today. It's warm out, but got to get a fire going. Just want to split this board up reasonably. So the first piece I'm just going to keep square, see what that looks like as trim. First piece I'm going to keep square just to kind of see what that looks like as trim. Probably not going to go with that though. Question is, quarter of an inch. See how that looks. All right, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool too. Maybe we'll go back a little bit further than that. Yeah, because I can always flip this one around to kind of give an example. So let me see. So 3 1/4. Let's go back to 3 1/2. So we kind of had 4 ideas for trim. One was to be the full square, which we definitely didn't like. Full 45, a tiny little bevel, and then an equal bevel. I think we decided we like the equal bevel. It's nice that there's only one cut on the table saw, so I'll be able to run it through and hopefully just chop through this project real quick. I ripped out the old trim. Well, at least there was one piece of trim still left in this trim, so I ripped that out. The paint came up a little bit there, which we'll touch up. But you can see this ugly blue color that was here before. I think I'm going to start with this wall. So I'm going to get a good measurement and hopefully not screwed up. First piece fit like a glove. I still have to nail it in, but just want to test it. And that's the paint that we got to touch up. Next up, I'm going to do a couple of test nails with the nail gun to make sure I'm not over penetrating. Time for the last couple of pieces here. So far, I think it looks really good. I don't know what happened in this corner over here, and I tried to fix it. I don't know. And this was my longest piece, 14-foot piece, the only one I had. So, and somehow I cut it short too. Maybe it was that Harbor Freight tape measure. I was using my Milwaukee in here, and I don't know what happened. So I'll have to come and revisit this one. But hopefully got the last couple pieces for this corner now. So I'm gonna redo this long wall. Other than this gap, that other corner somehow got messed up. I don't know what happened. It happens. But I just gotta put these last two pieces in here, and I just test fit, and they fit great. Yeah, let's get the whole seal. Oh, this screw. Ah. Kidding me. Just gonna brute force it. Ah. That's what I get. That's hot. Burning hot. Wow. There we go. So I made it out to the lumber distributor today and picked up the rest of the cedar to finish the porch, which is another video. And I just retrimmed this side of the girls' wall so that it fits on both ends here. And that's that. All right, the girls' room is done except for drapes. And ideally, I'm going to put a closet in here to turn this into an official bedroom. But that's to come. But I think the trim looks pretty good. Just tore out the old trim. And first went along with my carpet knife and I cut the paint line, but I must have missed a spot here. Thankfully, a whole nother can of that tan can fix it up. And then I think I'm going to put one strip here in the back of the closet. These panel walls, these MDF walls, have this corner molding in them. And that was getting in the way of the trim, and I didn't want to just put trim here and then here. So what I did is I took the Dremel oscillating tool with the panel blade and just came in and cut some clearance for these so that the corner pieces will just fit in there. It's not perfect, but I thought it would look better than just this like this and then this like that. So it is what it is. Just a small improvement, I hope. Trying to do a special cut on this corner because I'm not going to put another small trim piece there, so I'm hoping that that can just go there. Figured with all the cutting I'm going to have to be doing, instead of going back and forth, I'd bring some of the shop over here, so I'm a little closer to the house and see if that works. But I feel legit with all these tools in the trailer. One thing I've been loving lately is this little paper notebook I got years ago. I cut a bunch of pages out of it because it was all computer stuff from the office, and I haven't used it in a while. But I started using it to take notes on lumber and measurement, and I'm just in love with paper notes again. I was trying to do everything digital in my life with Google Keep, and some of it that's good, but just this day-to-day stuff, I love it so much I ordered a whole bunch more on Amazon. Links below if you want them. And then the other thing I've been falling back in love with is these little cheap mechanical pencils. They work great. Now obviously I'm not a craftsman, but I can't tell you how satisfying it is just to take a raw piece of lumber and then cut it and give it a little bevel just to make a custom piece of simple trim. Again, I know it's not fancy, but just the satisfaction of this is just, I don't know, I just really enjoy making stuff. So these aren't nailed in yet, but I threw an extra bevel on this edge just to try and finish it up a little bit here. And the same thing over here, an extra little bevel over here. So I did a couple of minor tweaks here. Once all the boards were in, I needed to trim these back a little bit, just to deal with the gaps in the corners. UPS just showed up, and here are those notebooks I was talking about. I got a 6-pack. This particular brand had a couple options with grid and lines, or grid and dots and blank, or maybe lines, but a lot of them seem to be dots or lines, but I really want the grid. I just like writing on the grid, and then it's good for drawing too. So the carpet and trim are done. Just need to touch up a couple areas with some putty and some paint touch up. And then the closet will be in a future video. Need to touch up some of the trim a little bit here. But the room is pretty much good to go. I'm gonna vacuum it again, and then I'll let my son, my oldest son, move in. I'm going out to the hardware store now to look for a threshold for here. I don't want to run a tack strip right here because the edges kind of come up a little bit through the carpet, and I know my son or my kids will hurt themselves on it. And this one just butts up flat. So I don't know. I'm gonna go look at my options and may have to take this wood one out, but we'll see. Other than that, I think it's pretty good to go. It's not perfect, but it certainly is an improvement, I think. And the room is now livable and not smelly and clean and good for my son for a season. We don't plan on staying here forever, but I think it'll be good for my son for a little while. And hopefully it'll make the room a little bit more appealing to potential buyers. My older son's room is done, except for the closet done by the carpet and the trim, and he can kind of live in here now. But we have some temporary drapes up. We need some drapes and maybe some blinds too. I think the trim looks good in here too, even with the panel walls. I think the colors go with the carpet, and it's nice and cozy. And he loves having his own room again. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see some more. I hope you're staying safe out there and taking this virus threat seriously. But may God bless you. We're in this together as much as you can be over the internet, but we're in it together. So we'll see you in the next one.